The apocalypse is here. Are you listening to me? The apocalypse is here. Do you feel it? Do you have that gnawing pain of uncertainty that makes us afraid? Afraid of the unknown? It is known. It is written. God's final warning. The apocalypse. Written by Renee. So many lies have been spread, and we don't know the truth. If we don't know the truth, it is because we don't want to know it. And we will have no one to blame because we choose to follow the lies. The truth is not pretty. God is charging the world with repeated failure to observe divine regulation. Let me be clear. God is charging the world with repeated failure to observe divine regulation. The world failed to follow love and chose hate over love. The world chose money over love for our neighbors. The world is indifferent to God. The apocalypse is here. If you don't know it by now, then you choose to be blind to the tribulation that has fallen on the world. When you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel, the apocalypse is here. It is written. All the prophets spoke of this time. Do you know how to survive? Do you think you will be ready? If you are a follower of God and want to be ready for the tribulation the prophets told us about, then you need this book. A new world order is being established right now, and we need to be ready to make it through 3.5 years. We need to be ready now. If we are not ready, we will not be able to resist the mark of the beast. God's final warning. The apocalypse gives you the truth of what is about to happen in the world. Remember the prophecy. Nation will rise against nation and religions against religions. There will be earthquakes and hunger and diseases in many places. And when you see the abomination that makes desolate standing where it should not, then know that it is time. You cannot afford to not be prepared. I cannot stress to you enough that the time is now. The changes are taking place quickly in this world, and there are many already who do not understand. Those who want to be ready will be ready. If you don't believe what this book is telling you, then you will not be ready. If you do not need to read this book, then you are not ready. Are you ready? If you have been crying over the state of this world, then you need this book and you need to arm yourself with the truth. The truth will be your salvation. Knowing the truth will help you prepare and to not go the way of the world. We are all at risk of starvation. The waters in the ocean will dry up. Are you ready? Do you have enough water on hand to survive 3.5 years? Or even 1 year? If not, then you need this book. This hardcover book contains 484 pages of teaching to help you get through the tribulation or apocalypse that is already on this world. It will help you navigate through the sea of lies and quick changes that are taking place in the world. It includes an apocalypse handbook to guide you into surviving the things that are happening quickly, according to scriptures of the prophets. The teaching in this book is not like any book that is written. It has been sealed and signified by God through the Spirit of truth, the only Spirit Jesus promised to send. Are you ready for the plagues that are promised in the scriptures? Have you prepared? Do you have enough food to last 3.5 years? Are you ready for the earth to dry up? How will you get your vegetables? Do you need this book? Everyone who wants to survive the apocalypse needs this book. You may purchase God's final warning, The Apocalypse, by visiting our website, apocalypseofgod.com, or you may call 800-581-8183 for volume prices. You may also check with your local bookstore. God's Final Warning. The Apocalypse. Written by Renee. Is published by Affinity Publishing Group Incorporated. 13 reasons you must buy this book. God's Final Warning. The Apocalypse. Written by Renee. Do you know that Cain and Abel are fraternal twins? Do you know that Jesus will have a new name when he returns? Do you know that only 144,000 will accept and hear this truth from God's Word? Do you know that the 144,000 will be from the 12 tribes of Israel that have been scattered throughout the world? Do you know that Cain is the firstborn son of Satan? Do you know that Abel is the firstborn son of God? Do you know that Jesus said we are to obey the laws and commandments given by Moses? Do you know why Jesus will say, "I never knew you"? Do you know that God is against the rapture and those who teach you to fly to save your soul? Do you know Abel was born again as Jesus? Do you know that the body of Jesus is dead? And do you know that the first and the last is Abel? Do you know that the unveiling in Revelation is the truth about the false teachings of the world? Do you know that God is about to close heaven and no prayers will be answered until the apocalypse is over? If you don't know half of the questions just asked of you, then you need to buy this book. People laugh at the cost for this book, but it is nothing compared to the price Jesus paid on the cross. People will pay over $1,000 for a concert ticket and have nothing left when it is over. People pay over $1,000 for a new cell phone and then buy a new one the next year for even more money. The apocalypse is here, and you must act quickly to not be caught off guard and remain indifferent like those who do not know the truth. Do you want to know the truth? Is life just grand and you believe the world is okay? If you do, then you do not need this book. Otherwise, go to apocalypseofgod.com or to your local bookstore and purchase your copy of God's Final Warning, The Apocalypse, written by Angela Renee. Go to apocalypseofgod.com or to your local bookstore and purchase your copy of God's Final Warning, The Apocalypse, written by Angela Renee. The reason for the coming apocalypse is to rid the world of all evil that is being committed. God is charging the world with repeated failure to observe divine regulation. God sent Moses and the prophets to show us the way. We did not obey Moses or the prophets. God sent his only Son to show his love to the world. The world took the love he gave and has used it as a template to market and profit from the crucifixion. False teachers are not following the true teachings of God through Moses or through Jesus. Many of God's people have not had a chance to learn the truth of Jesus' teachings and are at risk of perishing. This warning from God is confirmed in the Old Testament and the New Testament, and is the last warning that will be coming to us before God's final judgment against the evil of this world. Anyone reading this cannot say to God or his angels that no warning was given. This warning to the world has been signified by God through Jesus' teachings, Ezekiel's visions of the worship around God's throne seen 2,500 years ago, John's vision around God's throne nearly 2,000 years ago, and original 1999 color photos of Ezekiel's and John's visions, taken by Angela Renee, are included in this book, as well as illustrations of the Garden of Eden events. Inside the book is God's final warning to the world, Jesus' true identity is revealed, illustrations of the Garden of Eden, color photos of worship around God's throne as seen in 500 BC and in 30 AD by Ezekiel and John, taken in 1999 in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, New Testament errors, grades, and cleanup as instructed by Jesus in Revelation. The Ultimate Apocalypse Handbook, and the mark of the beast is identified. Any teaching that tells us to worship a man, or woman, or beast, or that it is okay to disobey the laws and commandments as given by God to Moses, the prophets, or Jesus are not following the Spirit of truth, the only Spirit that Jesus told us to wait for. God's judgment is upon us. God is charging the world with repeated failure to observe divine regulation. This is the final warning from God.